How do I survive a spiritual world with secular knowledge? Okay, secular is defined as of or relating to the worldly or temporal, right? So now, temporal, of or relating to time as opposed to eternity. So now, if you are a religious entity, then you do not deal in worldly affairs, right? Worldly, or relating to or devoted to this world and its pursuits rather than to religious or spiritual affairs. So see, that's why I'm using my basic rights in defense of my pursuit of happiness. See, I'm using my Florida rights in the Florida Constitution, Section 2, basic rights, to defend my female image and my male's image rights as a human being. See, so now I'm using my basic rights to then show my children's children how to defend their basic rights. And this is what I'm saying to the spiritual world. If you are teaching principles that you do not practice, but you then study, but you do not show yourself approved, then when do you know the value of the knowledge you seek? If you use the knowledge that you have and then you end up judged against the laws that govern you, then what world do you live in freely? But anyway, this is my basic rights given to me by the country and state I was born in, and it's called my Florida Constitutional Rights, Section 2. And basic rights, all natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the Lord, are equal before the law and have inalienable rights, among which are the right to enjoy and defend life and liberty, to pursue happiness, to be rewarded for industry, and to acquire, possess, and protect property. No person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, national origin, or physical disability. So now, if I am defending my worldly pursuits, how then am I now invading a spiritual world affairs? See, if you are not in my world, why are you in my business? Now, my grandmother was in your world, so I wasn't in your business. My grandmother's business was to convert me. Now, let's go convert. So my grandmother did her job. She convert to bring over from one belief, view, or party to another. So my grandmother, being my grandmother, and she loved me, she was converted to believe what she believed, and she then was trying to give me her belief. Well, I couldn't understand it, so now I have my own testimony. See, I don't have my own belief because I'm founding my belief on what belief is supposed to be founded on. That is Section 3 of the Florida Constitution entitled Religious Freedoms. So now I am establishing my freedom from religion as I establish my religion, which is my life. So now I'm saying that if your religion, your spiritual world, is operating outside of the laws of my world, in this secular world, so now how can God's world, that's supposed to be the beacon for the world, be against the laws of a secular world that it's supposed to show how to live righteously? So how can the righteous world in the name of a God be against the laws of a world that it is now saying that it is teaching the body of Christ how to live in? How can you be established against the laws of religion? See, there shall be no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting or penalizing the free exercise thereof. So if Pastor Willie C. Bonds is now doing what the high priest Caiaphas did, and now the high priests and the Pharisees are taking up a counsel against me in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, then is it not the spiritual world versus Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida? If it was the temple against Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee and in the judgment hall in Jerusalem? See, because if the temple is the one that brought Jesus to Rome, and they said in the Bible that the high priest was afraid that Rome was going to come take his place in nation, so then they offered Jesus as a sacrifice. See, so now where is religion, right? And it says religious freedom shall not justify practices inconsistent with public morals. So you can't kill me and say that you are consistent with public morals. Killing somebody is a crime in the secular world. But see, in the spiritual world, it's a necessity because you killed Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee. So if you kill Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, then it's a necessity that you sacrifice so you can live. See, so when did you ever sacrifice the lie? See, to this day, you continue to lie to live in peace. But if you lied to live in peace, didn't you breach the peace once you lied? Because now the truth has to come and establish itself in the lie that you have established. So now the only place that the truth can establish itself is in the judgment hall, because that is where the church dealt with Jesus. So now, why wouldn't God now use the judgment hall to deal with the church? So now, wouldn't it be the spiritual world versus the father of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee if he was the Son of Man? So, or wouldn't it be the spiritual world against man if Jesus was the Son of Man? So if I am a man, do I now represent Jesus' father? If I am now a father representing his children in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, ever since August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and as well as on September 9th in 2023 at 7:43 in the morning. See, I have never stopped defending my place in the Garden of Eden. So if Adam removed the man from the slave family when he then had the serpent to enslave us, then wouldn't my man's image be the male image of God? If I am now in the judgment hall defending my family like a father should? See, why would I take money instead of take my children's future? How do I know what my great-great-great-great-grandchild, male or female, is going to want to do? But if I protect their basic rights, then it doesn't matter if they female or male. See, because the basic rights, it says all natural persons. So my grandchildren would be natural persons because I am defending the fact that I and their grandmother are natural persons. So that way we wouldn't be mythical. See, Jesus is mythical. You have to wonder if he lived. Dr. Martin Luther King, Minister Malcolm X, they are not mythical. They are human beings that did extraordinary things, right? So they let us know that you can be extraordinary and be a human being. You have to choose to accept the moment, so then your moment will become the moment of truth. See, let's look that up. Moment of truth. See, now the moment of truth, the final sword thrust in a bullfight, and it's a moment of crisis on whom outcome much of everything depends. See, so if I didn't emancipate myself and win, then my moment of truth would not be true. It would be a moment where I failed to become the truth. See what I'm saying? But I took the moment given and I made it a truthful moment. And now we are living in the moment that I made true. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you, that you can make your life true, but you have to be living the truth to do it. So now religion, the spiritual world, is now inconsistent with public morals, peace, and safety. See, because now the spiritual world has upset the secular world's legal pattern. See, because they have been telling us that Jesus is their co-pilot, and Jesus is working, and Jesus is going to do this, and Jesus is going to do that. But now Jesus is now saying, many will come in my name saying that I am Christ. Do not be deceived. Now, I'm saying that I am the definition of Christ, which is defined as, see, now, if you're going to be mad with me, you need to be mad at the person who gave this description of Christ. And it says an ideal type of humanity. Right now, and humanity is compassionate, sympathetic, or generous behavior or disposition, the quality or state of being humane. See, that's what I'm doing in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. I proved my humanity, that I am humane. Now, did I then not show that the state of Florida, through its judges, its governor, its House of Representatives, its Senate, is all now inhumane? They have went 15 years lying to everybody. And I'm in court with them. So now, what God do the state of Florida serve when the moment of truth came and they was inhumane? Now, humane, marked by compassion, sympathy, or consideration for humans or animals in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. In the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And then on September 9th in 2023 at 7:48 in the morning. I'm still showing compassion. Let's see, compassion, sympathetic consciousness of others' distress, together with a desire to alleviate it in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 9th in 2023 at 7:48 in the morning. See, I'm still showing compassion. Even though you killed my son, I'm still showing compassion to those who may have had nothing to do with it. See, but I'm also saying that if you had something to do with it, then why wouldn't I return to you what you gave to me? It said that I am supposed to reap what I sow. So are you not supposed to reap what you sowed? See, this is what I'm saying. Why would you punish me for loving you and not punish the person who killed my son? See, I don't understand that. See, why would you be afraid of a person who's showing you compassion, who's sympathetic to your problems, and then you see that somebody, while he's showing you compassion and he being sympathetic to your problems, somebody calls him sorrow. Somebody killed his son, and now you don't even want to help him find out who killed his son, but he's sitting up here trying to give you a life, and you took a life. So now, how are you receiving a life if you took one? Shouldn't you reap what you sowed? If you took a life, shouldn't you give a life? See, all I'm asking y'all to do is do what you say. Follow your own laws. See, so now, I have the right to assemble according to Section 5 of the Florida Constitution, which is entitled Right to Assemble, which says the people shall have the right peaceably to assemble, to instruct their representatives, which I did through affidavit, Governor Ron DeSantis, Governor Charlie Crist, Governor Jeb Bush, Governor Rick Scott. See, I've done all of this, but now what is their obligation to me? And to petition for redress of grievances in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, and then in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and then on September 9th in 2023 at 7:51 in the morning. See, I'm still petitioning my state for grievances in accordance to Section 5 of the Florida Constitution. So when is the state representatives going to receive the legal instruction that I gave? See, when are they going to teach the next representatives not to commit the same atrocities that they committed? See, so now, if they don't do right by us, who going to do right by we? Because aren't we the people? So if we don't do right by us, then how can we ask those who are deceiving us through the law to do right by we? So I had to defend we the people as a citizen. And now we the people then came acting like I'm the threat. But what about the judge? What about the governor who you elected? So now, wouldn't you, if you defending your elected officials and they are violating the Florida Constitution, then wouldn't you be a co-conspirator against your children who are not old enough to vote for themselves? So see, wouldn't you then be against Amendment 14? See, wouldn't you now be against Amendment 14, Section 1? The parents, see, the citizen rights, see, you violating your citizens' rights and your children's rights, equal protection under the law. See now, this is Section 1. All persons born or naturalized, this is Amendment 14, Section 1. This is what your parents, if they are 21 years or older, or 18 years or older now, they can vote. They now denying their children of the protections of citizenship. All persons born and naturalized in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. So see, that's why I am defending the citizenship of all of those too young to defend their citizenship. I, being a father, is taking on the responsibility of the children. See, but their fathers now want to come against me to sell dope to children or to have children stripping on poles or to go and take money from the children parents in church. This is what's happening now in the name of Jesus or in the name of the Prophet Muhammad. When is the spiritual world going to be brought into the secular world and be brought up on charges? When? You brought Jesus. So you brought Jesus out of the spiritual world into the secular world. So when y'all going to come out of the spiritual world into the secular world and be judged like you judged Jesus? Because I'm in the spiritual world being judged, but I'm showing myself to be approved because I have already proved myself to be a citizen in accordance with Amendment 14, Section 1 of the United States Constitution. See, I'm in accordance with the sections in the Constitution as well as being approved by the scriptures in the Bible. And you mean to tell me your religious leaders don't have to come out of the place where they wouldn't let Jesus be protected and then come into the secular world where they sent Jesus, they ancestors? The Bible said that they took him out of the temple and took him into the judgment hall. So why y'all don't take y'all religious leaders who took y'all money, and I'm showing y'all what laws they broke, why don't you bring them where they brought Jesus? Because you're afraid to defile it? That's funny. But anyway, no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or amenities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection under the laws in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning was when Tommy Chancey Counselor Sr., Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Counselor Sr., President Tommy Chancey Counselor Sr. of Four Counselors Incorporated, was denied of Amendment 14, Section 1. In court, I was denied of my rights by the United States and the state of Florida. Now, how can the state of Florida be following a God or the United States of America be following a God and they not be Satan by definition? Satan. Now this is their definition of Satan. Now this is not my definition. See, the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin. So did they not tempt me to sin? And are they still now tempting me to sin? Okay. And to accuse the sinners. Now look at the cases against me in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. So wouldn't those cases make my case that the state of Florida violated the United States Constitution, Amendment 14, Section 1? And then now in Jewish belief, now that Satan, that they have a God, that's for the Jewish, that's Jesus people, right? Now, here's the people who was created from the crime that was committed against Jesus. This what they see Satan as. The rebellious angel who in Christian belief is the adversary of God and the Lord of evil in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, because that's when he was captured, she was captured, it was captured, and they was captured in their own crimes against the laws of the state of Florida in the courthouse, just like Jesus. But now you all won't judge them. You gonna let them go like you let Barabbas go, and now you gonna crucify the truth again and say you a true religion. Which one of y'all a true religion when you're not standing up to the laws? So if you're not established on the laws, what are you established on other than your beliefs? And so who gave a slave their belief if it wasn't their slave master? So isn't that why Pastor Willie C. Bonds and all black clergymen are now defending their place and nation and not the congregation. They not defending the body of Christ. They are defending the head of the church. The high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders. But what about the children? What about their mothers? Huh? What about the congregation? What about, they the ones out here starving? Okay, but now let me go get the Bible on you, because that's what I like to do. Let me see. I gotta try to find it now. See, it get too good to me sometimes. I have to go here and try to figure out where I'm at. Okay, hold on. There it is right here. John 3. This is what I want. James 3 of the King James Version of the Bible is taming the tongue, and it's called the true wisdom from above. Now, it's James 3, verses 1 through 18 of the King James Version, and I read the Bible Hub version. And it's my brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offer all. If any man offer not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which thou they be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet they are turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth. So the governor, that's what you use to steer the boat. Okay, even so the tongue is a little member, and a boisterous great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defiles the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, even a vine figs? So can not fountain both yield salt water and fresh? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh? Then it says true wisdom from above. This is 13 through 18. Wise is a man and endue with knowledge among you. So it's endue. So let's say endue. Endued. So it's provide, endow, transfuse. So that's endue. So let's endue. So yeah, endue. So let me see. So now endue with wisdom. Excuse me. Who is a man? Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. See, so that's this book right here. See, that's my meekness of wisdom. You can read my testimony in the comfort of your own understanding. See, in your quiet place, you can then read what I'm telling you. in your own voice, inside your own head. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm reading your understanding. Okay, so with a meekness of wisdom. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as in Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church every day since then, but on September 9th in 2023 at 8:05 in the morning. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but it is earthly, sensual, and devilish. See, so now, would my wisdom that encompasses Pastor Willie C. Barnes be also of devilment, which means it would be devilish when I tell you about his devilment? So that's when I'm telling you about what the high priest Caiaphas, what John in John 11 told us. See, so wouldn't that be devilish, but he wouldn't be the devil? See, John is not the devil. He is telling you about the devilment. So if I am now using John to show you Pastor Willie C. Barnes, then is not John now explaining the spiritual world that consumed Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee? So now, here it is here now. It say, for where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to entreated, and easy to be entreated. Let's see. Now that's entreated. See, now that's what I'm saying. See, my wisdom is easy. Entreat, and it says entreat is to plead with, especially in order to persuade, ask urgently, to deal with. See, my truth should be easy to deal with because it came to you after I went through a volatile and violent situation. So now, when I come to you in peace, but I just went through war. I just went through hell, but I'm giving you the knowledge and peace and brotherhood and fatherhood. If you're a child, if you're a woman, I'm giving it to you as a spiritual guidance. I'm not trying to sleep with you. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not taking advantage of your sickness. See, I'm trying to make you strong in faith by giving you something to believe in. Now, let me go back to this. I'm going to finish this up because it's getting long here. Full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. See, I'm not giving you no hypocrisy. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm telling you about me, and I'm telling you about the entities that surround me. They are the hypocrites. I have not taken one dime from my people. I have paid all of the costs. Now, people have come and tried to make themselves act like they have helped me, and at the time I needed the help because I was denied of access to my wealth. So see, now somebody's trying to give me money as if the money is equal to the knowledge that I gave them. And I'm saying, well, you would have to pay for the hell I just went through with your lifetime. So your money wouldn't have been able to be currency through the hell I just went through for you. So now you give me a worthless piece of paper as if that's the same in equivalence. And I'm saying that's not the same. Okay, but anyway, and the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 9th in 2023 at 8:09 in the morning.